Hello, Cheetah Nation. Welcome back to another Cheetah Spotlight. I'm always excited to get with our kids here, but especially excited this week because I've done a fair amount of watching of these athletes competing at the bowling alleys and at the swimming pools, and today I have none other than Lilly Malliard. Lilly, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you here. I see you got your Gloucester County Championship swim shirt. You just came off of your thing last Friday, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. But Cheetah World, Lilly is a senior. I thought you were a junior. I'm like so upset right now, but I'm going to get over it. I'm going to do some crying later. But your performing arts drama career tech program. You're mostly a diver, but I found out that you have some gymnastics background too. We're going to get into that. And her main position, her main event is the 1 meter and 3 meter dive. We're going to talk about all that. So thank you for coming out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you and diving in general. How did you get started? Where did this all come from?
Well, I did gymnastics for 13 years, and I took a 2-year gymnastics break. So I thought that diving would be something fun to pick up and like something that would be easily adjustable for me to adapt to, and then it just like became my sport.
Nice. Can I ask you, why did you take the break? You just needed some time, or did you have an injury?
Yeah.
Or?
I just needed time off from the sport, and I took 2 years off my 8th grade and freshman year. So I was also trying to like transition into like the performing arts program because that's a huge commitment. So I just needed like the balance to like figure that out.
So speaking of balance, like what were you doing in gymnastics? What were your main events?
I competed all 4 events, but my favorite is bars.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Do you think you still have it? Like if you grabbed like a set of uneven parallel bars or whatever
100%.
right now, like you could do it?
Yeah. I do gymnastics for Washington Township. I've been doing that for my junior and senior year.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Okay, great. And do you feel like the whole thing with the balance and just understanding like your body, like do you think that that's helped you out on the diving board?
100%, yeah, because I'm able to take things that I learned from gymnastics and easily apply it to diving, like with the balancing and like obviously like the flipping and stuff, and just like being in control of your body.
Okay. I've learned a lot about diving this year. Like, just tell the world, like, what is diving all about? What are you thinking when you go up there? How are you training for this? Tell me about the difference between the 1 meter and the 3 meter dives, all that good stuff. We want to hear from you.
So for diving, I walked in not knowing anything about diving, so my coach, he took me on a floorboard, like it's like a rollout like rug of a diving board, and so the first thing you have to do is learn like the steps on the board, how to like jump and like be able to just land in the water safely. So it's like 4 steps, it's an arm circle, it's a jump, and then you just jump in the water. And then you just start adding like the dives from there. Like the first dive I did was obviously just probably like a regular just dive into the pool, and then we would add in like a front flip and like a 1.5 flip and then doubles. And then for backwards diving, it's you stand at the edge of the board, you're like this, and it's a arm circle and a jump backwards. So for that, it's you have to be able to like know where you are in the air for sure, or else you'll definitely like lose where you are in like the dive. But it was easy for me to pick up because obviously I knew how to do the flips and stuff, and yeah.
I know like you're making this sound a lot easier than it is. I mean, I imagine myself just, at my friend's house over the summer just trying to do a simple dive, and I can't even make that look good. And I've seen what you do. Like, what is your go-to dive when you're in competition?
Inwards are definitely my favorite. It's when you're facing backwards and then you dive into the board, like towards the board.
Wow. What's the degree of difficulty on that one?
So for just a regular inward, my inward pike is a 1.7, and then my inward 1.5 is like a 2.3.
Okay. I was going to say 2.3 is like kind of like that's getting up there as far as like pretty exceptional. Like most people can't even pull off a 2.3 degree of difficulty thing, and you're doing it with a lot of skill. So tell us about the Gloucester County Championships. You got a lot to celebrate there from last Friday. Like, what happened?
Yeah, it was definitely the best way for me to like go out from the GCIT diving program. It was my senior night, so that was awesome too. And I broke the GCIT 6 dive record again. My previous score was a 199.95, and the new score is now a 209.95, and that score made me able to get first place at the Gloucester County Championships.
That's great. Congratulations. You didn't just break it, you smashed it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, right? Was there even a close second? Or like at that point you're just competing against yourself, right? Yeah, congratulations. I was so happy. I was happy to see how happy you were.
Yeah.
And then walking around with the big trophy, I was a little bit jealous. I kind of wanted one for myself. Who inspires you as an athlete, and why that person?
Definitely my coach, Tender. He's just been like the best support system for me, and I couldn't be luckier to have him as like my first diving coach. He's so supportive. He's so fun to be around. His work ethic is great. If you're having a rough day, he'll be like, all right, take it easy. But he also pushes you to do better because he knows your potential, and he will never ask you to do something he doesn't think you can do. And he's just a great guy, great coach, and I was so lucky to walk onto the GCIT dive team and have him as my coach.
Absolutely. He's an incredible asset to the GCIT coaching staff, and obviously all the kids respect him. And he's involved in a couple different high school programs, right? So, yeah, good stuff. Now, tell us a little bit about your career tech program. I mean, obviously I started off the program talking about performing arts drama. What are you doing right now? What's your favorite class? What's the end goal here?
Yeah, I love being in the drama program. It was definitely one of the best decisions I made for my high school career instead of going to my home school and coming here. I love acting. I've loved acting for a while, so being able to audition, get in, and come here was a great accomplishment for me. We just did our senior show in October, which was Macbeth, which was probably my favorite GCIT production to do. It was very fun. I got to do a lot of stage combat, which is the type of stuff I like because it's very active. And then right now in class we're working on this thing called Viewpoints. It's all about acting on your impulses and being able to connect with the group of people around you, which is a very fun thing that we're working on. We're pretty far along with it, so I think we're ending it next week, so I'll be sad about that because it's very fun. But yeah, I love my program.
A spring production, right?
Yes, I am. I'm in the musical. It's The Prom.
Okay.
That's really fun too. That's a school-wide thing. Anyone from the school can do it, so it's very fun. You audition, you get in. We're in the rehearsal process right now. My favorite are dance rehearsals, and so I'm able to apply my diving and gymnastics into the rehearsals because they'll ask me to do flips across the stage and stuff, and so that's very fun. And it's just a great environment. I've never been in a situation where in a theater everyone is such a great group of people to work with and be around. There's hardly any drama in the drama department, which is kind of
an oxymoron.
Yeah, there's no drama in the drama department here, which is great because I know at other places there's schools that are everyone's fighting and it's the production's falling apart because no one can get along, but we all just work as a group and it's amazing, and I love everyone. So
yeah, I mean, you stick a bunch of animated people all in the same room, and sometimes that stuff can happen. Do you remember what your freshman audition was?
Oh God.
To get into GCIT? Because I just kind of want the rest of the world to hear that.
Yeah, I did a monologue from Anne Frank, and I sang Forever from Shrek the Musical because that's the show I was in at the time I was auditioning.
Okay.
So that was my audition, and then before the audition they have you play group games so you get settled in and stuff, so you're not nervous when you go into the room. But then it's a room of our teachers and then a couple students, and they're asking you questions about why do you want to come to GCIT, why do you want to be in the drama program, all that fun stuff. And then you do your audition, you say thank you, and then you're all good.
I love it. I'm just going to talk to Cheetah Nation real quick because I know you were a little bit nervous before we started this program, but then once the lights came on, I feel like the performer in you came out, right? You've been dialed in, you're just going, and I've seen that with you with the diving board stuff too. I've often seen you on the deck, you're talking to your friends, you're kind of just and all of a sudden you're up next and you're just zoned in.
Yeah.
It's a unique skill to have, and I don't think it's one that can be taught. I think it's an innate thing, so just realize that about you. and I'm happy to see it, up live and personal. I just want to talk about a couple fun personal things. You mentioned stuff in here about Legos. Like, what's going on with the Lego thing? Do you have a Lego obsession?
Not like an obsession, but like I like to like build like the little Lego flowers and stuff and have them around my room, like little room decor. So whenever I get like the chance to do that, I do that because it's something that's just like fun and like calming and like something fun to do in my free time.
Are you doing the bonsai trees too?
Yeah,
the Lego bonsai trees. I love
those,
them.
actually.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's like a common gift under the Christmas tree for you. Okay, very cool. And tell us about your favorite hype song.
Oh, my favorite hype song is "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor. That's been my hype song for literally like years. Like when I started like little gymnastics, like before meets, my dad would play that song, and that's just been a song that I listened to before every single meet and competition. And so like if like I don't listen to the song, it like psychs me out. It's like kind of like a ritual. It's like my like pre-dive, like gymnastics like meet like lock-in song.
Got you.
So, yeah.
And we talked about like if you could have dinner with somebody or just meet somebody. You picked a gymnast.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us who that is.
I picked Allie Raisman. She's been an inspiration to me ever since I was little. I got to see her do gymnastics at this. It was like not like it's like it was at a concert venue, but it was like all gymnastics. So it was like the final five from the Olympics that won that year, and Allie Raisman was there, and it was just like amazing to see her perform and stuff because her work ethic, her like she's so like precise in everything she does, and I really like look up to her and like strive to like be like her in her like perfectionism, like her. She has a great personality. She's just like all around a well-rounded human being.
And after this interview, you're going to be like totally hungry. Your choice of place would be to go where?
Wingstop. That's where I go after like every other meet. So that's like my like
favorite topping.
Oh, I like the Cajun wings.
Oh, Lily, I thought you were going to go like garlic and. What's the other one? Parmesan.
Oh, that's my
Parmesan. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
That's good. I've had that before.
All right, good for you. All right, are you ready for the game?
Yes.
All right, Cheetah Nation, this is something new. It's only going to take a minute or two. And Lily picked 90s music. It's not as hard as you think it's going to be, but there might be one that stumps you in there, one or two. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. If you get 3 of the questions right, we're going to send you home with a GCIT watch. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, the first question is, we're going to start off easy. Which girl group sang Wannabe, which launched the phrase girl power worldwide?
The Spice Girls.
Okay, you're 1 for 1. All right, we're going to write this down. Next one. Which rapper released the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill in 1998?
Right. I could not tell you.
You don't know? All right, it was Lauryn Hill. Her name was in the title now. Come on. All right, you're 1 for 2. We still got 3 more questions. You're right there. You can still get this. You ready?
Yeah.
Which band sang Smells Like Teen Spirit, a song that dominated radio into the late 90s?
Oh my God.
I know Mr. Leary is just dying right now. You don't know this one either?
Wait, do I get like a hint or something?
No, your hint's the question, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, that was Nirvana. You're 1 for 3. You can't get any more wrong, okay? I'm going to give you an easy one. So easy. Which Latin pop star exploded onto the English language charts with his song Livin' La Vida Loca?
Oh, God.
I don't think you should have picked 90s music, Lil. I think you should have gone with the other one. Do you know it?
No.
It was Ricky Martin.
I would have never gotten that.
And right now you can't really get the watch, but we're gonna have other opportunities for you. I'm sure you've won plenty of prizes in your life, but
yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
All right, Cheetah Nation. This is Lily Malliard. She's a senior. She's a diving extraordinaire. She's been super fun to watch. You're going to be competing soon with the NJSI AA stuff, right? Mm-hmm. There's some diving championships for you coming up. So even though her GCIT career is pretty much done here, it's been, I'm so sad I only got to see it for 1 year, but it's been phenomenal even having her here, talk about your career program, performing arts. You are the essence of a performer, and I just want to thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with our next Cheetah Nation Spotlight, and I thank you guys all for listening. Yeah, when I was going through your thing, I was thinking about Allie Raisman, and I was like,